Not every river flows the same, but all rivers return to the ocean. I am Obatalá, and today I speak not of one path, but of many. Across the lands of Africa and beyond, the names of the sacred have shifted, languages have changed, borders have been drawn. But the spirit remains the same. The Orishas have many faces, they are known by many names, but in every nation, in every tongue, they carry the same light. Come with me, and let us walk the sacred trails that the Orishas took across the world. The journey begins in West Africa, in the ancient lands of Ile-Ife, Oyo, Ketu, and Abomey. It was here that the Yoruba, Fon, Ewe, and Bantu peoples developed rich spiritual systems rooted in nature, ancestry, and destiny. The Yoruba people gave us the concept of Orisha, divine forces that represent natural elements and moral principles. Each Orisha has a story, a rhythm, a color, a path. From these lands, the Orishas traveled, not by will, but through chains and suffering, through the Middle Passage, through the terror of slavery, but the sacred did not die. It adapted, it endured, and it took new names in new lands. In the Ketu nation, one of the strongest Yoruba lineages, the Orishas were preserved with remarkable clarity. The names remained close to their original forms: Osun, Oya, Sango, Obatalá, Orunmila. The rituals follow Yoruba cosmology. Initiates wear the colors, speak the oriki, play the bata drums. In the Candomblé Ketu tradition in Brazil, we still see this preservation. Oxum, goddess of fresh water, is honored as in Nigeria, gentle, regal, a mother of sweetness and fertility. Ketu holds the bridge between Africa and the Americas. It is a living memory of Ile-Ife in exile. Beyond the borders of Yoruba land, there is another sacred voice, the voice of the Fon people from the kingdom of Dahomey, now Benin. They did not speak of Orishas. They spoke of Voduns. Vodun means spirit, but it is more than that. It is force. It is life. It is the invisible made present through ritual, dance, and song. The Jeje nation, rooted in Fon culture, has its own divine beings, but they walk alongside the Orishas. They are not copies, they are reflections. For example, in Ketu, we speak of Oxum, goddess of rivers and beauty. But among the Voduns, there is Aido Wedo, the rainbow serpent, spirit of fertility and cosmic balance, who also governs the waters of life. In Candomblé Jeje, practiced in Brazil, Voduns like Dan, Nana Buluku, and Sakpata are honored with deep reverence. Their altars are different, their songs are different, but the devotion, the ashe, remains. Just as two rivers flow in parallel, the Orishas and Voduns run together, never merging, never competing, but always honoring the same source. To walk the path of Jeje is to honor ancestors through silence, through offering, and through the rhythm of remembrance. Far to the south, where the red earth meets vast forests and rivers, another sacred current flows, the current of the Bantu world. Here, in the traditions of Angola, Congo, and neighboring regions, the divine does not speak the language of Orishas, but it speaks. It speaks through the Inquices, spiritual forces that govern nature, balance, and the cycle between life and death. It speaks through the Mukiksi, the Encantados, the spirits of the forests, the rivers, the winds. In this tradition, the sacred is found in what grows, what flows, what breathes. In Candomblé, Angola, and its variants, rituals carry the rhythm of drums known as atabaques. The chants call upon the forces of Nzazi, lightning, Kavungo, healing, Ndandalunda, lady of fresh waters, whose presence echoes the essence of Oxum. There is no contradiction, only transformation, because when the people were taken, their gods came with them, and in the new world, the divine found new names, new songs, new rhythms, but the same spirit. The Angola nation teaches that the ancestors are always near, that no forest is without presence, that no river flows without memory, and though their names may differ from those of Ketu or Jeje, they speak to the same truth. The divine walks with us, in our earth, in our blood, in our breath. Before the Orishas were known by name, before the drums were struck, before offerings were laid, there was Ifa, not a god, not a shrine, but a path of wisdom, a river of knowledge carried by the one who remembers everything, Orunmila. Orunmila is the Orisha of wisdom and divination. He sees beyond time, beyond illusion, beyond what the eyes can know. And his voice is heard through Ifa, a system of sacred knowledge written in signs, called Vodou. There are 256 Vodou, each one a portal of meaning, each one a story of creation, struggle, choice, and consequence. To walk the path of Ifa is to live in consultation with the divine. Not by guessing, not by fearing, but by asking, listening, interpreting. The Babalawo, priest of Ifa, is not a sorcerer. He is a translator of destiny. He casts the sacred seeds or chains, reads the patterns, and speaks the word that Orunmila brings. This is not superstition. This is ancestral science. Ifa has guided kings, warriors, healers, and entire nations. It has prevented wars. It has healed families. It has restored balance where logic failed. And in the diaspora, Ifa has grown. In Cuba, Brazil, Trinidad, and beyond, the voice of Orunmila continues to be heard. It is not a religion. It is a way of life. A way of remembering that we are never alone in our questions, because Ifa teaches, no one comes to earth without a purpose, and when you forget yours, the Vodou will remind you. They crossed the ocean not by choice, but by chains. But even the ships of sorrow could not carry away the sacred. The Orishas came hidden, in chants, in hands, in dreams, in the blood that refused to forget. In Cuba they became Los Santos. The Santería tradition preserved Elegua, Chango, Ochun, Obatalá, each one matched with Catholic saints, not to hide, but to survive. The drums were forbidden, so they beat them in their chests. The altars were hidden, so they built them in their hearts. In Haiti, they became Loas, the Vodou spirits of power and mystery. Legba guards the crossroads, Azuli rules love and rivers, Ogun carries fire and iron. The rhythm changed, the language shifted, but the divine remained. In Brazil, the sacred took root in the Candomblé houses, Ketu, Jeje, Angola, 3 nations, 1 soul, Oxum, Zango, Iemanjá. They walked again, danced again, were crowned again. Even in the silence of the fields, the Orishas sang. Even in the face of whip and cross, they rose. They are still here, in the offerings left at rivers, in the names whispered before sunrise, in the rituals passed from grandmother to child. The diaspora did not dilute the sacred. It revealed its resilience. And now, across continents, in temples and kitchens, on beaches and in basements, the Orishas are called in every tongue, by every soul that remembers. Because what is divine can never be erased. It can only change its form to survive. You have heard many names today, many nations, many rhythms. But do not be confused by the difference in language, the change in dress, the sound of the drum. For beneath every word, every altar, every offering, there is one truth. The sacred survives. It bends, but it does not break. It travels, but it does not forget. The Orishas may wear new colors, they may speak new tongues, they may walk new roads, but their essence remains unchanged. In Ketu or Jeje, in Angola or Ifa, in Haiti, in Cuba, in Brazil, they carry the same ashe. What matters is not the name you use. What matters is the heart that calls, the intention behind the gesture, the respect in the offering. Because the divine is not limited to one path. It is like the wind. You may not see it, but you will feel it when it passes through you. So honor the traditions, honor the ancestors, honor the nations that carried the sacred across oceans and time. For in doing so, you are not worshipping the past, you are continuing it. If this journey has opened your heart, honor it. Like this video, share it with someone seeking connection to their roots, and subscribe so that the voices of our ancestors may continue to echo through your path. The Orishas wear many faces, but their light is always the same. Wherever you are in the world, you are not far from the sacred.